Hello, my name is Timothy, and this is the first episode of Derps and Dragons. I'm going to introduce you to Woogie. Woogie, tell us about your character.
Well, her name is Dolly Pickett, and she's a very short elf girl who's also a pirate and likes to steal stuff. Oh, she's just constantly angry, so get used to that part.
Alright. Blackjack, tell us about your character.
Well, let me see. You got Jameson Gremgar. He is 1 part cleric, 2 part gunslinger, and hopefully he'll be able to keep the party alive.
Alright. Arakai, tell us about your character.
The name's Spark. I'm a dragonborn warlock. Don't piss me off.
Alright. Mandy, tell us about your character.
My name is Cadence Varacrox, student of necromancy. Tiefling, yes, but I don't let that particularly sway my views too much.
Alright, and this is the city of Goldcliff, a jewel nestled within the vast desert wastelands of the east. It is a gorgeous city sitting on the edge of a vast, steep cliff. A river, one of the only one for many miles, splits around the outer walls of the city before plunging off the cliff precipice. While the terrain around Goldcliff is a blasted wasteland with craggy ravines, Goldcliff is lush with plants and life. Long ago, Goldcliff started out as a trading post, but as one of the few places in the land where traders and travelers can restock on food and water, it rapidly grew into a rich city of commerce known the world over. But that wealth did not come without a price. Away from the center of the city, with the giant towers piercing the sky and vast state mansions. I'm sorry, let's try that again. Away from the center of the city, with the giant towers piercing the sky and the vast estate mansions, much of the city is a slum with a high cost of living and a corrupt police force rendering anyone who wasn't rich rather miserable. The police corruption is most painfully apparent with the Great Battle Wagon Racing League, a death sport where wagons and contraptions ran by magic-powered engines race for the amusement of the affluent of Goldcliff, who pay the police handsomely to look the other way. You were a newcomer to the city. Like so many others, you heard of Goldcliff's wealth, but found the destitution of the slums instead. Whether you're here for a purpose or just passing through on your way to some other location, you found yourself drinking watered-down and overpriced swill in one of the less seedy taverns. Just as you start to think the city has nothing for you, a dwarf enters the room, and his voice booms over the commotion of the 100 drunks.
Get your
I need a new
together and meet me outside.
I need a new crew for my cart. Any of you interested in being rich?
Oh, now we're all just too polite.
Yes, everyone knows how deadly the races are, so most of the room goes back to arguing and drinking. But you and 3 others come to your feet and approach the dwarf.
With the offer of gold, you have my attention.
And mine, I could use a little bit of cash.
I like adventure, so you got my attention too. It also involves, so that's good too.
Kart races, huh? I guess I'm in.
We're very agreeable.
So, this is what I get, huh? That's the 4 of you?
Take it or leave it, son.
Well, actually 5. I hold up a skull. This is Yorick. He'll be helping us.
Jesus Christ.
You do know where you walked into, right?
Me or him?
Well, this isn't... Well, I should have expected... I shouldn't have expected much better from this place. Well, it's the closest to my house, okay? I didn't feel like walking any further. My name's Gadrin, alright? Who are you? Sound off.
Sound off to what?
Tell me what your names are.
The name's Spark.
Awesome. Name's Dolly Pickett, at your unfortunate service.
Cadence Varacrox. There. I almost did it again. Cadence Veracrox, student of necromancy.
And me? Well, Jameson Grimgar, air service. Guess I should have went first. Guess I stole someone's line.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have asked you your name. I've gone through like 6 or 7 cart teams so far. I'm not going to bother remember any of you.
Well, what will you put on the stones?
The pay must be high.
Losers.
Well, I've been called worse.
All right, so with that, he turns around and leaves the tavern, beckoning you to come with him. He walks down the street and he goes up to a moderately sized house with a what used to be a blacksmith's forge attached to the side of it, and he's converted it into a garage. And he pulls up the garage door and he's like, "Well, welcome to my shop."
Oh, what?
And he motions to this big metal this big wooden cart in the middle of the room, and it's pretty banged up. It doesn't look like much, and there's all kinds of broken pieces hanging off of it, and there's tools all around the room. It looks like he's been rather busy. The tools are really well maintained, but the place looks like a tornado went through it. It's really disorganized. The cart looks like it's been through hell and back again. And you notice in the back there's a big black dog. It's huge. And it's almost comes up to your chest. It's got this big barreled chest and like this wide head. And it lifts its head and looks at you. Somebody make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Doesn't look like you've won many races.
I don't know if you're purposely trying to get us killed, but what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Racing's tough, all right. It's pretty keeping the cart maintained. It's tough. Like if you can't win, you don't get any money. If you don't get any money, you can't keep the cart maintained. So you can see the predicament I'm in right now. And with my team dead, that's why you guys are here.
It's crystal clear, or rather, transparently.
What did you roll, Mandy?
12.
All right.
That's not with my modifiers. So it's like
All right,
18.
so you got an 18, didn't you?
Yeah. Happy.
All right, you recognize Thorn, the dog, as a war dog, a breed of dog specifically bred by sorcerers for combat. They're extremely strong and very intelligent. They can understand everything you're saying. They can take complex commands. The only thing they can't do is speak.
What? Oh, speak.
Yes. They're actually they're actually rather rare and very valuable.
Bark, bark.
Yeah, that's my dog. It's Thorn. He's my security. Don't touch Thorn.
Duly noted.
Some pretty good security for someone who can't afford a cart.
I mean, he can afford a cart. It's just he doesn't have a good enough team to win, apparently.
Nah, Toad Face.
Well,
over here,
hopefully, you guys will be the turn in my luck that I've been waiting for.
Well, you don't understand. Toad Face over here just scared everyone shitless with the ugly looks, and then they just gave him a shitty cart because that's the only one they had.
A wit with you, isn't there?
Now, the race is in 4 days. And this, as you can see, the cart is not in racing condition at all. That's where you guys come in.
No shit.
I heard there's-
obvious.
Now hold on. Before anything goes through, I want to know how much money I'm making.
Well,
Depends.
if you won't be making anything unless you win.
You'll be making a nice tombstone in the back.
If he loses his
Good
limbs,
counterbalance, I guess.
if he loses his limbs, can we sell him off?
I'm a
Let's
very
not.
shiny dragonborn. Technically black, but I look like the rainbow fish or whatever from that kid's book.
Sparkle butt.
Yeah.
I don't think
Which
I've
is
ever
why
read
I
that
have
book.
a nice cloak that tends to cover, that I'm able to kind of cover myself with from time to time.
Covers his sparkle butt.
We can use.
Yeah.
We can
You're
use
rather
it as a flashlight.
conspicuous.
Hey, you'll be happy to have him when you're in the middle of the desert and have no mirrors to reflect light at some passing blimp.
But we'll be incredibly unhappy if he's reflecting light on everything else like a disco ball.
I was thinking that. He's a freaking dragon disco ball.
Oh my god!
I have the spell of dancing lights too, so I can just go crazy.
Just starts twerking.
It's just like a freaking rave. He's a walking, talking rave. Okay.
Do I have an afro? I don't have an afro. Bell bottom
Circus
pants and
afro.
everything.
Circus afro.
You need an afro and bell-bottom pants to be in a rave?
Just one.
Well,
I don't know.
no,
I'm
the
I
thinking
think you're
disco.
confusing rave with disco.
Well, I don't know how
You
many
said
disco. There's
disco
more
in the first
lasers with
place.
raves. Disco ball, there tends to be more for disco.
Oh, that's true. You got me there. All right.
So,
Let's get back to it.
Laser sight or something. Anyway, yes, let's continue. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Disco.
Well, that's where you four come in. I need you to go out in the desert. Heard one of the other cart teams got ambushed out there, and the cart got stolen. A few survivors came into town. They're gathering up their gang to go out and get it. I need you to get it before they do. So go out into the wasteland out to the west. What?
Who ambushed him?
I have no idea. I just heard them shouting down the street, and this is our chance. We don't have the money or the resources to rebuild this cart, so if you guys don't bring that thing back, we're out of luck before we even started the race.
Oh, that's fair.
Life isn't
So
fair.
it's out west, so if you follow the road, you'll probably find the ambush point. They were hauling some sort of goods from the neighboring town. So if you can get the goods too, that'd be great.
I vote we raid them for all they're worth.
Please do. It wouldn't be the first time a cart team's vanished, quote unquote, before the race started.
You
Now
better
we got
get to
4
work on your
days.
Deals here.
I'm totally down with the horn lady.
Well, from my experience, it should be easy enough to track. People tend to leave a trail. So, why not?
Alright, we got 4 days before the race. So get that cart and get back here.
Does the card need to be in one piece or tiny ones?
I would prefer the whole cart, but if it's been stripped for parts, grab the parts.
Alright, Toadface.
It
We
would
got it.
it would not surprise me if another team did this and they're out there stripping it for parts just like I plan to do.
All right, easy enough.
Alright, you got your job. Get out of here.
Which direction?
He said
I
west.
said out west.
No, don't you mean waste? Because that'd be more funny.
West.
Wait,
We
you get that one.
Peace.
You really don't understand the reference? Damn it, Jack.
You're just
Why-
making up.
Why would they know anything about Weast when
No,
this is
SpongeBob reference.
Should we be heading north?
Well, what is this SpongeBob thing you're talking about?
Exactly, that's what I'm
I'm
wondering.
I'm not speaking outside of the game. Seriously, Jack. I thought you were really like
Who's
seriously,
Jack?
like doing
All right.
Tim. I swear to God.
All right, we'll head west.
Weast.
Hello, my name is Timothy, your Dungeon Master. Taking a break for a moment to make some announcements. First of all, if you'd like an NPC in our game named after you, all you need to do is tweet about us on Twitter with the hashtag DerpsandDragons. Your name will be added to the pool from which I draw all of our future NPCs. Secondly, if anyone does need fan art, our email is listed in the description below. Send it to us or tag it on Twitter with hashtag DerpsandDragons, and we may use your art as a background image for a part of an episode. And lastly, if you would like to get anything announced here on our videos, be it a personal message or business advertisement, there's a link to our shop below. Go ahead and purchase the space and write in the note what you would like me to announce for you. And that's it for announcements for today. Let's get right back into the session.
You're
Get out! just get out, please.
The dwarf just kicks us out. It's like,
All right, sure. Let's keep going.
maybe I should go find the next team. Be efficient. Get them going while this lot's out there. That way I don't have to wait and see if they die.
Selling us that short, huh?
You would never get rid of me, Tim. You like me too much.
All right. Who's good at tracking?
Me.
Well,
Liar.
Get going.
Well, you don't need to make a tracking check because this is pretty obvious. You head out west along the road, and you're about an hour walking out when you find the pretty blatant remnants of a fight. There's some arrows in the ground. There's chunks of wood. There's several dead kobolds. Kobolds are these like short, lizardy dragon humanoids.
They're from Mississippi.
They're not Mississippi kobolds.
Damn it.
Not them Mississippi kobolds. Them no belongs in the desert.
They got
Tim
little
made that
straw
up.
hats on and little overalls, and there's a banjo, and one of them's wearing like a Confederate flag as like a cape.
I loot the banjo.
Oh my god.
I choose to loot the banjo.
Yes. Oh my god.
Banjo
I'm
music.
bard.
Woo!
More
All right, so
with my like dragonborn
we're
side.
retconning these as Louisiana kobolds. They're
Louisiana Kobolds.
How many corpses are there? Of the
there's about 2 human corpses and about 6 kobolds. Kobolds are not good fighters, so anything they try to do, they usually suffer big casualties, but they breed like rabbits, so they don't really mind.
Must be nice.
Well, apparently the kobolds dug a ditch, which the team crashed into, and then while the drivers were dazed and confused, the kobolds ambushed them. They just kind of came up over the hill and just started firing arrows at them, and you see drag marks in the ground where they just dragged off the cart. Doesn't look like they could get it going, but so they just kind of pushed it.
When in doubt, use muzzle.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Well,
I'm going to loot the corpses. There's no point in letting goods go to waste.
Alright, you find you find a couple of old short bows and probably about 50 gold pieces among all the corpses.
Wonderful. Alright.
well,
And a couple of daggers. The people who were in the cart had a couple of daggers, so you got a couple of daggers too.
Ooh, Naz. Perfect.
Nice.
I love Naz.
So what do you guys want to do
You're under
now?
the assumption I'm going to share.
well, from
I ain't sharing knives. Knives are good loot.
Where's the
I got them
cart?
myself.
well, from what it looks like, they dragged it off that way, and obviously with these dead kobolds, we know who the perpetrators are now.
Someone else stole it, obviously.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I've actually heard about something once where there was a group of kobolds took the loot of a caravan. Turned out it was actually an experimental alchemical catapult. No. Needless to say, this did not end well.
Wow.
Hmm.
Hey, necromancer.
Hmm?
Think you can do anything with these corpses?
I've got a few ideas.
Make them our slaves.
Do I
We'll
actually
need the
have
help
any?
bringing the cart back.
Alright, that sounds good. Do I actually have
Unfortunately,
any-
Mandy doesn't actually have a spell to raise the dead yet.
Ah, yes, that's why I went with necromancer student.
Damn it.
You're useless.
That's alright.
We have no leads.
Perfectly composed middle finger.
I just sparkle angrily.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
I'm just gonna flip her off. Like, seriously? This is stupid.
When I
Call
said I'm
yourself a
student,
necromancer?
wasn't
What
kidding.
can you do with these corpses?
I
Luke,
pick one up and I do a little. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna pop it out.
You start juggling.
I
You
used
pick
to
one up
for
and you
video.
shove your hand in its back and start working its head like a puppet.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be a dexterity roll. Like,
Yeah, that's a strength.
Yes, roll a dexterity to see how good you are at working this
Hang on,
corpse
hang on.
like a puppet.
I was gonna use thaumaturgy to make one like get up and do a little dance, and then fall over completely useless. Can I do that?
Go for it! Thaumaturgy is a cantrip, right?
I got a 17. We are in for some fun.
Woo!
He does a
That shall
little
be
jig.
good entertainment.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
you making bad music sounds along with the crappy dancing isn't all that necessary.
No, I
Will you stop being such a goddamn party pooper? This is actually pretty funny.
You're all insane.
No, I'm insane. This is the Dragonborn who's literal sparkles.
Don't talk about the sparkle.
leave Disco Born alone. I'm kidding. That would be
All
out
right.
of context.
Disco
Do you
boy.
guys intend to do anything at this point? He's just gonna argue. You are on the clock. The other team is
I'm
coming.
gonna start carving out the skulls of the kobolds. I want a few of them.
I want to look around the area.
I'm gonna try and
See if
search
there's
for see if any
anything
sort of like I need some. I'm gonna look for some tracks. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
look
it's
for tracks too.
I want to do a perception check for the area. May I?
well. I don't even need you to roll any sort of tracking thing because it's really obvious that the kobolds pushed the cart. That there's drag marks going through the ground all the way over to a cave nearby. So
I'm not looking
Alright.
for where the cart is. I'm
Cave
looking
it
for
is.
anything else in the area.
Another ambush, perhaps.
Just to see
No.
if there's some
Guys,
guards.
you don't understand. You are all going to go into that cave one at a time, and I'm gonna stay out here in safety while you guys go get yourselves killed.
Listen here,
Who wants
Tiny.
me first
You're
or
coming
first?
along with this.
Oh, bite me.
I could.
he literally
I've
could.
I've got a length of rope. We could probably just shove her in first, tie her up.
Too much hassle.
I don't know. A bit of bait in front never hurts.
I'm gonna slap you.
Hey, Tiny, what's your favorite
and try.
food? I'll put a carrot at the end of a stick for you.
Okay, in real life, I actually really like carrots, so wow.
Or how about this? Instead of bickering and wasting time, we actually all go in. I'll take point.
All right.
All right.
Please tell me
You
you're
enter
doing
this.
it again.
This is a pretty
No minute.
wide opening in the ground. It looks like they might have dug this out, and it slopes gently downward in this big open area. It looks like it would. This part's natural, but the opening they dug out, and there's a big opening in the ceiling that's letting in a bunch of sunlight. So it's a pretty big, wide, well-lit area. You don't see anything though, but there's two other caves branching out from this one. All right, who's in the lead?
Me.
All right, you have to make a
over here.
perception check.
And oh, this is a good start. 20.
Nice.
It
Oh,
is not rigged.
you notice right before you're starting to enter the cave, there's a tripwire right in front of you. It's not particularly well made. It's kind of made from fuzzy twine, so it's not really effective at being invisible. So
Your own hair.
It's made out of pipe. It's made out of pipe cleaners.
Mike and
Paper
Right.
mache. Look at some kindergarten art project.
you see
hold
that
on.
the tripwire leads to a rope on the wall on the far wall, and it leads up to a net full of rocks hanging from the ceiling.
I'm going to push the gnome.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Let me see. Pass me one of those daggers.
All right.
Can we all just stand back and let me throw
What
this
did
dagger
you
at it?
see?
You could just
I mean-
step over the line.
Oh yeah, that too. But that would. Fine. We step over it.
I could have just cut it, you know.
Everyone, there is a very poorly hidden tripwire here. Avoid it.
I wouldn't be
Crafty
surprised.
little kobolds.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sparklebud over here got himself in the mess.
Right.
My
Anyway.
strides are bigger than your height.
You're really not threatening. I really don't understand why you try, sir.
Okay, hold on. I just have a question. How tall is this opening?
This cave?
Yeah, the cave opening. Like, how big is the cave in general? Like, height.
The cave you're in is really big. It's a really nice sized room. The opening was, you can tell, was intentionally dug out big enough to drag a cart into.
All right then.
Now the
Any way to track her to find the path? Any wheel ruts in either of these passageways?
Yeah.
Oh,
would
yeah,
that be
that-
perception or would that be investigation?
well, they're pretty
Just
obvious. I
clearly
won't make you do an investigation for this. The drag marks are going off to the left, but the cave on the right has some flickering light, like a campfire's in there.
We
So
go where the light is.
Now that's
Time for a
interesting.
fight.
Now hold on there.
We're not going to sneak a card out of here.
Well, here's my plan. Any one of you's good at making traps?
Well, particularly no, but it's a little odd.
Does any one of us look useful? I mean,
I just have an idea to potentially, if we roll high enough anyway, to replace the tripwire to that entrance, and then we just get the card and pull it out, and then when they try to come out, they'll trigger their own trap.
or we could,
yeah, but that's clear on the other side of the room from the rocks, though. You'd
Or
have
we
to
could
move
make
the
a
rocks
ruckus.
too.
How about this? We could make a ruckus, lure them out, and cut the trap line on them.
Who's got a pot in the pan? I can make noise.
All right?
One thing I'm
Shut the
wondering.
gnome in.
What? Stop calling me a gnome.
Now, one thing I'm wondering.
Shut up, Tiny.
Why would kobolds have a campfire going?
Food, maybe? They may have
Oh.
taken one of the caravan guys back and eaten them.
Well, I
Than
guess
before.
that would be true. It's just kobolds can see in the dark, so why would they need a light other than food?
Hey, which one of you's the stealthiest?
Me?
No.
That'd be
Well, how
Woogie.
about you be a deer and head on down that cave and tell us what you see?
I can do that as long as you stop insulting my hide, Sparklebutt.
All right, Woogie, make a stealth check.
Alright. Help me out here for a minute. Which thing do I roll?
Dice 20.
Dice 20. Alright. 6.
All right, and what's your stealth modifier? It should be on your character sheet, right above survival.
Remember, I had to restart my computer, so let me just open that real quick. It takes like 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay, I got it open. I got it open. Well, I just checked my stealth. Okay. My stealth will be 7. It looks like.
All right, so you got a 17.
So what's 6? Wait. What's 6 plus
13.
7? 13.
13. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot what you rolled. All right, yeah, that's plenty. You sneak up on which cave are you going to?
Towards the light or towards the
Wait, the branching
Go
path.
towards the light.
Yeah, there's
light it
one that
is.
goes towards the fire and one that goes towards the dark cave where we know the car is because we see the tracks going into it.
Okay. I might as well just take a look at the fire just for the light because I don't really want to know if there's any like potential enemies or the kobolds are over there. So, fire.
light, Woogie. Go.
Okay, if I die, no.
Go wrong.
If I die, no. If I die, clap and I'll come back to life.
All right.
All right, in the small. So you're going towards the smaller room with the fire in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, off in the smaller room, there's a trio of kobolds sitting around a fire, cooking the arm of one of the cart drivers. The kobolds are arguing over which spices to use, though unfortunately you
Obviously,
do
Perry,
not
Perry.
speak. What?
Perry, it's amazing.
They are
Garlic.
speaking. They're speaking Draconic, so you can't understand what they're saying.
Can I drag Sparklebutt with me?
No.
Behind the three of them, off in the back of the cave, there's some big boxes, big wooden boxes. Some of them have been pried open, and you've seen some stuff poking out of it. You can't quite tell what it is. And that's the scene. There's about 3 kobolds and then 3 or 4 boxes behind them.
Alright.
Can I Can I make a stealth check and get behind her?
Yes.
Check the other room.
Bow wow.
Check the other room.
Yeah.
The point is, I'm right behind her so that if anything happens, I can assist in the fight.
Why do you gotta think like I'm bad?
She could just run back to us. We're still standing in the main chamber.
Yeah, she could just
I
walk
have an
back
action
to
I'd
you.
like to take as well. Once you're in there.
Well, I'm just gonna run back.
Oh, come on.
Sneak back or run back?
Sneak back. I don't want any potential, problems.
Alright, and then you're
What's the
gonna
matter,
tell them
shorty?
what?
Before you do it, I want to do something.
Uh-oh.
I want to cast thaumaturgy.
Uh-oh?
I want to throw voice into the cave.
What?
Uh-oh.
Are you trying to get us killed? Don't do
Better
that.
run back quick.
Alright,
I want
alright.
the trap to hit them instead of you.
Fine. Run back. I'm running
13.
back. Running back. What do I do? How do I go run back? Just run back?
Yeah, just move out of the cave. Obviously, you know where the trap is, so you can just step over it.
13.
Alright. I run back and I get back to you guys. I tell you, can I do I just tell them the situation?
Well, you've already told us the situation.
Alright.
Yeah.
There it is.
Just 3, huh?
Well, I've
Just
already
3.
lured them out with the thing.
And a bunch of boxes too. I think there might be stuff in there.
We best pick 'em up. Could be extra supplies for the cart.
What if it's actually cart stuff? That could be good too.
I wouldn't mind finding a few potions.
I
Excuse
think
me.
I'll need a few to get through this.
Dibs.
I'm just gonna.
Well,
I'm
let's
just-
just see how this turns.
I'm gonna stay sober here with the big gun boy over here.
Casting cantrip!
Let me look up
I love the voice.
thaumaturgy and see how this works. See if they got
I'm
a
gonna
save
lure
or something.
everything out and then drop the trap on it.
So we're all technically moving behind the tripwire that we found.
Yes.
Yeah,
To
the
the-
lovely
Basically
pa-
going back to the entrance of the cave to lure them out.
the lovely
If
paper
it's
mache.
rocks- If it's falling rocks on a hill, if they're at the bottom of the hill, it doesn't matter if they know where the trap is. They're fucked.
Well,
Because I had the plan of slicing the wire anyway.
I mean, I'm gonna say, guys, I think it might be a good idea to try and slash the wire, because if it's meant for people going in, if they trip it coming out, then technically they won't be beneath the
No, they
rock.
don't need to
no.
trip it. I'm going to trip it.
Yeah. One of us is gonna trip it.
Throw your dagger, are ye?
Well,
Different
was
voice
just-
I be having suddenly.
Sparkle Butt needs to shut his mouth.
All right, ready?
Listen, Tiny.
Alright,
You
so you're gonna throw your voice to lure them out.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
what are you gonna say?
I already did. I rolled a 13.
Well, you have to choose what to say.
You don't actually have to roll for this.
Free
Free food.
Oh, wait, I want to make the sound of an ice cream truck.
Would they even know what that is?
They know it's
They would
sad.
not know what that is.
It's
No.
a wind chime.
So the 3 kobolds come running out, wondering what the heck this ice cream truck chiming is.
All right.
And
As they're coming up the hill, I push the gnome and trap with the gnome.
all right. So since you pushed Woogie into this trap, she's going to have to make a reflex save, otherwise she's going to be caught with the kobolds in it.
All right, which thing do I roll for that kind of thing?
Just roll dice 20 and add your reflex save.
So is
Alright.
that just a
Good
dex
luck.
save or what?
Let's see. Yeah, that's your dexterity.
That's your dig save.
Okay.
I'm almost out of
Yeah, your saving throws are next to your. It's right next to
Oh,
your
yeah.
dexterity.
Well, dexterity in the saving throws box is 6, and I rolled a 16.
All right, so you pretty handily dodge the side. You fall into this trap, but then you hop right back out of it, and the kobolds scream as they're caught like dunces in their own trap, and the
And I
rocks
also
is fall.
And I also
that
slap.
plan goes well.
I also slapped the horned one in the face.
Unfortunately-
I'm going to use a dex save. I'm going to use a dex save.
Unfortunately,
Good one, Necromancer.
you kill those 3 pretty easily, but then 6 more come out from the cave where the drag marks are.
Ah, shit.
That's what I thought.